Good afternoon, everybody. This is Charles with the Exodus Logistics Learning Centers, Dispatching 101 training for beginners, as well as the Freight Broker 101 training for beginners. Today's tidbit is coming from the dispatching side, and it's dealing with the actual booking the loads, everything that's required, like the high level requirements as far as paperwork. So as and let me go into my back office portal under forms and documents. So log in. So you can't get in here unless you are a member of the ongoing training. So in the back office portal under forms and documents, So we have the broker, shipper, carrier paperwork. So when you are an independent freight dispatcher and you have a carrier that you're dispatching for, when you find a load for them, either on the load board or you communicated with the broker, shipper, what have you, the first paperwork forms that you're going to need to be familiar with is the carrier packet. Carrier packet, setup packet, onboarding packet, whatever the term that they use. When you call that broker and that broker asks, or you ask that broker, hey, I'm looking at this load, this drive-in, this flatbed, this reefer load, going from A to B, picking up here, delivering there. Is that load still available? Broker's going to say, let me check. By the way, what's your MC? You give them the MC of the carrier that you're dispatching for. They're going to look in their system and tell you one of two things. Either the load is gone, it's no longer available, and sorry, let me take this down off the posting on the load board, or the load is still available and, do you want to book it, and you're not set up with us, so they're going to look the MC up to see if you're set up with them or not set up with them. So if you are not set up with the broker, they are going to want to send you what's called a setup packet, carrier packet, onboarding packet. Now, some brokers have migrated to having their packets done online through one of these onboarding software tools, namely RMIS, Registry Monitoring Insurance Service. It's an onboarding packet that deals in the transportation industry as well as insurance. Now, they'll send you a link to the email. They'll say, well, who do I need to send the carrier packet link to? As a dispatcher, who do you think should receive that, right? You're the middle person between the broker and the carrier. So you're managing that carrier's loads and trucks and getting them loads and things like that. So you're working, you're getting paid for your service, right? So you're going to be the one to do the packets for your carriers in a more timely fashion. Carriers may not have time for whatever reason. They could be currently driving. They could be at a loading dock. They could be inside of the building getting paperwork for a load that they are currently on while you're booking their next load. So whatever reason that the carrier is unavailable, you as the dispatcher, that's your job anyway. That's why you charge either that flat rate or that percentage for your service. So be that as it may, the broker is going to send the carrier packet either in a PDF format attached to an email sent to your email as a dispatcher or your company's email, or they're going to send you to your email a link to the website. So in either case, you will complete that packet and return that packet completed with the carrier's information in there, along with some other documents. Now, let me go back a little bit to the onboarding link that they send you. What you normally would do is click the link to their portal and enter your carrier's DOT or MC number, and then it auto-populates, and then you begin to fill in the information and upload these other documents for the broker. In either case, whether it's online or through an attached email with a PDF, you will complete the packet for the carrier, send that, and this is about 30 minutes tops when you're first starting out, and then as you progress in your carrier packet filling out duties, you'll begin to get the hang of it. So, but anything that you start off new with, it takes a little time to understand what this is and what that is. And we train on that, show you how that's done. But first is the carrier packet, and then you return the carrier packet along with copies of the carrier's MC authority, copies of the carrier's, a copy of the carrier's W-9, their certificate of insurance, and if the carrier has a factoring company, you send over that NOA assignment, the notice of assignment form as well. These are onboarding pieces of information that the broker needs to assess and make sure that your carrier is approved for their brokerage. They need to see the MC authority to make sure that they have an active authority and they can run freight, general freight, either intrastate or interstate, depending on how your carrier is set up. They need to see the W-9 to make sure that, your carrier has an EIN number that's attached to their business. They need to see the certificate of insurance, the COI, to make sure that your carrier meets the minimum requirements for insurance, namely 1 million liability and 100,000 cargo. And there may be other insurance requirements on the policy, but those are the two common ones. And then the notice of assignment for your factoring company, your carrier's factoring company, I should say, to do a credit check on the broker to make sure that they are on the up and up. So this tidbit, again, is the broker dispatcher process for booking a load. After this is done, after the broker receives the carrier packet and those documents, those other booking documents, they will process that through their TMS system, run it through compliance, and either tell you, the dispatcher, that your carrier is approved or not approved. If they are approved for booking loads, then the last piece of paperwork will be the rate confirmation that they will send for you to sign. So the rate confirmation officially books the load. The carrier packet just gets your carrier set up with that broker to move loads. But if you want to actually book that load, then the rate confirmation needs to be returned, signed to that broker, and then that load is booked. So, and make sure that the rate confirmation matches the numbers and everything, all the special instructions and stipulations, matches what's quoted on the load board, what the rate is and things like that. If there are discrepancies, then of course you as a dispatcher, you run that by your carrier, and then you guys mention that to the broker and have that discussion, make those changes. Otherwise, don't take the load, or whatever you guys decide. But you want to make sure that your rate confirmation matches what the load was posted for at that rate before you sign it and send it over, because once that's done, the load is officially booked. Okay, that is the tidbit for today on today's tidbits with Exodus Logistics Learning Center and the Dispatcher 101 training for beginners. This Saturday, October 17th, 2020 at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, we are having a Dispatcher 101 training for beginners seminar. You can register for that by going to our website, www.exodusdispatchingandtraining.com, or you can call me 757-515-1684 or 757-695-9565. Or you can email me at Exodus Logistics with an S, LLC at yahoo.com. That is Exodus, like in the Bible, Exodus, EXODUS, Logistics, LOGISTICS, LLC at yahoo.com. And then if you register for the seminar and then you decide that you want to enroll in our ongoing membership platform, which we do have, then what you pay for the seminar will be rolled into the cost or deducted from the cost of membership to the seminar. All right, so today's tidbit was on paperwork between the broker and the dispatcher in regards to booking a load for your carrier. All right, guys, have a great rest of your week. And for those of you who are going to register, I will see you in the training on Saturday, October 17th at 12 noon Eastern time. Thank you.